Plus, buckle up for Tuktoyaktuk.
I'm Red Sharon, deep inside the Arctic Circle, where the man who designed this electric vehicle will attempt a new world record while delivering a message about climate change and sustainable energy. Will he make it?
We just hit a crack in the ice.
That's coming up later on The National.
Now, coming up on The National. Solar-powered vehicles may be touted as the way of the future, but how far can the technology be pushed? Recently, a team decided to try testing a solar car on one of Canada's most treacherous highways. The stretch from Inuvik to Tuktoyaktuk, the longest ice road in the world. CBC's Red Sharon went along for the ride.
We lost the brakes on the trailer. Oh man, look at this.
He hasn't even started, and already there's trouble.
I guess it's so cold that all the insulation broke.
The trailer that holds Marcelo da Luz's dream has been beaten up by the Dempster, Canada's highway to the Arctic Circle. Inside, his power of one solar machine has taken a few knocks too.
The tire rolled and broke the fairing.
It's just kind of hanging there.
Yep.
But it's minor stuff when you're facing the challenge of a lifetime. Never mind the Dempster Highway. He's about to try and find enough power to push his solar car down the longest pure Arctic ice road in the world, in wind chill temperatures of about 20 below.
There's a little bit of heat being generated.
And just how much power will he use exactly? Less than you use in a toaster.
That's right. Well, we get about 900 watts of energy from the sun with
Right.
the solar cells we have on the car.
Yeah.
A toaster uses about 1,000 watts.
It's hard to grasp running a vehicle in the Arctic on less power than you use to make toast, especially in a place like Inuvik, where everything, food, heat, light, transportation, relies heavily on fossil fuel, and lots of it.
The fuel's barged in, but it's also trucked in. A lot of
Peter Clarkson is a longtime resident. He says environmental messengers like da Luz are critical in changing thinking in the north toward a more sustainable system. You can find people dabbling in renewable energy in Inuvik, but many people spend more on heating costs than on their mortgage.
If most of your money is going towards, energy costs, providing power for your house and, heating fuel or natural gas with heating, that leaves a lot less money.
Why don't you install this? Sounds good.
That's Marcelo da Luz's message, and the envelope it comes in is already drawing a crowd. The curious, and like da Luz, the dreamers.
Does it run on sun?
Exactly.
They have a very small population, yet they are feeling the effects of climate change big time, more than anywhere else on the planet. So being here and being able to talk to the people and meet them face to face and hear from them the effects of climate change it's pretty special. It is a privilege.
Departing the balmy tropical streets of Darwin.
It's a privilege that became an obsession about 12 years ago, right from the first time da Luz saw a solar car race on television and decided he would design and build one of his own.
I thought, that's the future. How cool is that? A race of cars powered by light.
Now, the flight attendant from Toronto has spent every cent he has on the dream and then some, setting records across North America, all leading to his biggest challenge ever. Today, that challenge comes with a warning from a trucker who's just driven the ice road himself.
What he's going to have to watch for is the cracks that are in the ice, because if his tire gets in there.
How big are these cracks?
The cracks are anywhere from 4 to 6 inches wide.
Hear that sound? That's the ice cracking under tons of weight. Every day, dozens of big trucks run supplies down the 180 kilometers or so of ice road, all the way from Inuvik, the tiny hamlet of Tuktoyaktuk on the Beaufort Sea. It's an ice road with a reputation for eating vehicles. And those cracks can swallow da Luz's tires, turning his dream into a nightmare. If the cracks don't stop him, the cold certainly could. It'll be at least 20 below with the wind chill.
with the cold temperatures that will degrade how much we can get out of the batteries.
So, yeah, so we've got 180 kilometers here.
That's right.
So let the games begin.
Exactly. Well, we came here for a challenge, and I think we'll be encountering one.
The big day dawns with more bad news. The defroster for his new visor hasn't arrived, and neither has his high-tech winter gear. He can't waste any energy heating the car, so Marcelo will rely on some borrowed low-tech traditional mucklucks to keep his feet from freezing.
Can do a happy dance here. Keep the batteries warm.
It should take about 4 hours if the fully charged batteries hold up. Jim White from Alaska has signed on as support crew and general fix-it guy.
This is just my little part that I can play. So it's part of something big, and it's a lot of fun.
That woman with the camera is Lydia Purr. Marcelo's quest captured her imagination and brought her all the way from Pittsburgh for her first step into the Arctic Circle.
I think it's very inspiring. You know, I think it's inspiring from the environmental perspective and also in terms of going out and achieving your dreams.
Yeah. Pretty big day today.
Absolutely.
Right. Breather check. I'll see you guys on the sunny side.
A quick run through town brings him past the police. Always a nervous moment.
When I was driving the car in Alaska, someone called 911 about a UFO on the road. I have been pulled over 26 times since I started.
Well, you look like you're from another planet.
But in this world, his first pit stop before leaving town is at the gas station. Not for him, the chase vehicle needs some fossil fuel.
Oh, look at that. Excellent.
The solar vehicle gets a quick snow bath to keep those solar cells charging.
All right, let's do this thing.
And he's off.
Well done, buddy.
Even with snow kicking up to block his view, he is initially making good time and speed.
You're averaging about 50.
But it's slippery.
Look at this.
And hard to maintain control. Which could be a real problem if it happens as one of these passes. He is spinning his wheels, searching for a grip on the ice and expending badly needed energy. It all burns battery power and time. But it's those cracks in the ice that cause the first real big problem.
We just hit a huge crack. The tire went in and he blew the tire. So luckily it's just a tire, the suspension, it's fine. So we're just going to change tires.
It's handy when you can lift the side of your vehicle with just your knees.
It might have just got pushed off the rim.
A skeptical observer passes.
How's this thing running?
Good.
It's all from the sun?
Yeah.
That's good.
Pretty interesting, eh?
Yeah. No gas, nothing. No?
No.
That's good.
Just batteries and solar.
Oh man, that was scary though to go inside the crack like that.
We just had a look. He went for quite a distance, probably 10, 15 feet. That ice would, this tire would be no match for that icing. Now it becomes a dance. Whoa. To avoid potential disaster, eating up time and power. The 4-hour runtime is out the window when it happens again and again.
Hey, you said this was going to be easy.
This time the wheel's frame has been bent.
Right there.
The stack of flats is starting to rival the spares.
Oh man, look at the crack. They go all the way to China.
Well, maybe not China, but certainly to Tuktoyaktuk. Still, every stop offers a chance to speak with people.
Look at the solar car. Wow! There's no heat.
No heat in the car.
The concept has captured young Annie Lorraine's imagination.
It's probably cool because we got 24 daylight during the summer. And
spring.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
No kidding. And there's lots of fuel being used up here, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Too much, eh?
Okay. Pretty cool, huh?
Thank you.
To have that on your skidoo.
But for the team, it's becoming a nervous lap. Besides the tire problem, there's now a power problem. The sun is bright, but low to the horizon. The cells can't pull much electricity from the light.
We don't have enough energy to make Tuktoyaktuk.
Oh, we don't? No. Should we charge now?
No, we should get going.
They slow to a crawl, desperate to avoid cracks and conserve power. The tree line disappears. A fox scrambles for cover.
So we made it to the Arctic Ocean. Yay! Woohoo!
Da Luz is now running right on the frozen Beaufort Sea, the most dangerous section of the road. The grader that's making the ride smoother for everyone else is filling those cracks with snow, making them almost impossible to see. The inevitable happens again.
I don't need to see it, they need to fix and move it on. Okay, let's get the stuff.
This time it's serious.
We just hit a crack in the ice and it hit the motor, broke the housing. So I just put some tape around to hold it together so ice and water, mud, rocks doesn't get in there. There isn't a piece of the car right down there. I'm living in bits and pieces of the solar car back here.
Salt water is also seeping out of those cracks, not something that mixes well with electricity.
How's your battery power doing?
We're very, very low.
It's been 8 hours.
There it is.
That's stuck.
We can now see Tuktoyaktuk in the distance.
So close and yet so far.
I know.
He pushes forward carefully. News of his impending arrival has reached this small hamlet frozen to the edge of the Beaufort Sea. The man in the car that looks like a spaceship is on his way. Over 9 hours and 4 flat tires later, he's escorted through town surrounded by vehicles running on fossil fuel. Arriving with barely a few sunbeams left himself.
Did you drive all the way from Inuvik?
Yes, we did. It was a miracle drive. If the car was running on gasoline, we made it on fumes here. It feels awesome. It feels great to be here and hopefully inspire some kids. They can make a difference. They're the future leaders.
Bringing to the high Arctic a spark of imagination that is electric. Red Sharon, CBC News, Tuktoyaktuk in the Northwest Territories.
In the lead up to Earth Day on Thursday, we're rolling out the next part of our series about Canada and Canadians. Who do we think we are? Tomorrow we're asking, how green are we? We'll have the answer for you. That's tomorrow on The National. And that's The National for this Tuesday night. I'm Peter Mansbridge. Thanks for watching.